Today on the channel, we take it to the streets with Street Fighter 2 Jada Toys Ryu.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter 2 unboxing and review. But this time, we got a little bit of differences as we've unboxed Storm collectible Street Fighter figures in the past. Well, now it's our first time around the sun here with the Jada Toys Street Fighter figures. And today, we got Ryu, I'm not sure. I think it's Ryu, and I think even like they say, maybe in like Japanese, it's almost like a D sound, like do. I don't know. It gets confusing with some of these video game characters. But as a kid on the old playground, as I say, he was always Ryu. And I don't know. That's just maybe Midwest. I don't know exactly. But definitely a character we all know and love. Of course, if you followed Street Fighter from way back in the day, I remember getting Street Fighter 1 and Street Fighter 2 on my old consoles when I was a kid. I was all in on the Street Fighter. Then, of course, Mortal Kombat came, and I said, oh boy, here we go. And I went over to Mortal Kombat as well. But definitely some iconic characters here. I mentioned earlier Storm Collectibles making these figures. Of course, those are a lot more expensive, as we do know, and a little bit more rare. Jada Toys here, though, I think finding a sweet spot. You can get these at Targets and, of course, the Entertainment Earths of the world as well. You can buy these wherever, and I guess I should say, if you're looking for these, head on over to Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. And, of course, anything over $59 does ship free. Got to get the deal out there. But I actually was sent this by a viewer. Oh, well, those viewers out there. No, but thank you for sending this to me. Old Big C, we'll call him Big C. He sent me this because he said, I know you're going to like these. I know you're going to like it. And he's trying to get me down a rabbit hole. And I see what he's doing here, and I understand it, and he's not far off because I have a feeling I'm going to unbox this. I'm going to say, you know what? There's only 3 figures. They're going to kind of ease them out there. It's not like there's going to be 7 figures every couple of months, something like that. This might be a good ancillary collection for me. We'll see what happens here, but I've definitely been intrigued since the word go with these Jada Toy figures, especially at the price point, around $25. Like I said, a heck of a lot cheaper than $100 and plus for some of the Storm ones. This could be a nice little sweet spot ancillary collection in my collection. So we'll see what happens here when we get them out of the package. But of course, we're going to do this unboxing and review like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's take a look at the old packaging. There it is. I love the packaging on these. Very cool for on-card collectors. I think this really brings home the video game elements of this one. It looks like an arcade game. It's got the figure in there, kind of posed in there like he's going to be selected in the arcade game. I really like that. I'm here for package uniformity, and I can't wait to see who else they end up making. We do know San Diego Comic-Con, as I'm filming this, is about a week away. We're going to see where this goes in this line. I'm sure they're going to announce some future figures as well, and I'm sure they're going to show a Blanca or an M. Bison or a Balrog, or we know Dalsim's coming, or Dalsim? These names. But he was a favorite of mine. Whenever I knew I needed to get a victory and it was going to be tough, I'd pull out old Dalsim. And my friends would be like, oh, you're cheap. He's cheap. Well, it's his moves. I don't know what to tell you. But definitely a cool looking figure here. I love the video game elements. A little glamour shot down there from the game as well. Country of origin, Japan, it says down here. But there it is on the side of the cabinet. Hit the rest of the side of the cabinet here. A little glamour shots of some future friends coming. Same thing on the other side. And there's a lot of cool characters in Street Fighter, as we do know. Got a little cross-sell on the very bottom down there. I would imagine they're going to make every single one of those figures eventually. I would love it if they made like 6 figures a year. Don't go crazy. Just, 1 a quarter, 2 a quarter, something like that would be the way to go. Of course, Fei Long and Chung Li are out there in this wave as well. I've seen all of these at retail so far. I just haven't pulled the trigger. Well, this may convince me to finally pull the trigger and get the rest of the group. We'll see what happens here. But there it is. Nothing else going on here. Any blurbs? Nothing. Also available. Final Challenger Street Fighter 2. Looks like kind of is what it is. So without further ado, let's get them out of the package. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Looks like we're taped on the sides. Bam! There it is. All right. What do we got here with Ryu? Come on. Come on. All right. First things first. He's hard to get out of the package. I'll tell you that much. Can I get him out? Ugh. There we go. There we go. Dented the package, beat it up a little bit, but I like the background. Didn't notice that. But very cool background there. It's like that port there on the ocean or whatever. Like, you know, beat up a car or something. There you go. See you later. Goodbye. Here for that. I'm here for that. Oh, we get a double plastic prison going on. A little flap action there. But there he is in the package there. We got all those extra pieces. So let's pull all this stuff out. See what's going on here. We do get an extra head. We get hands. Here for all this stuff. Here for all this. We also get a stand with him, it looks like. Figure. And I get it all out. Boy, he's in there tight. I like that there's no twist ties, though. Twist ties, the bane of my existence. We do get a little stand action. There we go. See you later. Goodbye. And we're going to put this stand together. We're going to take our final stand right here together on the channel and plug that in right there so it is a nice clear stand. It's got a hinge on it. Very nice stand right here. And then I would imagine this plugs in here somewhere. Somewhere, somehow, if I can figure it out. I'm just got to be smarter than the stand. I don't know where I see it. Might have to take that one offline. This big old, I don't know, what do you call this, a flame? I don't even know what you really do call this thing here. But very cool. Almost looks like a jewel. Almost looks like a flower. But it's you know, his flame, his little one of those bad boys he would do all the time back in the game. But very, very cool. What? Looks like there's almost hands inside of there. I think there is hands. Does this open up? Am I gonna have to figure this out? It's weird if you look inside there. I think I see some hands inside. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But there's the hole on the side. Very, very hidden. But there it is right there. So you can do whatever you need to do. You can have him standing there shooting the flame there. But it's weird if you look deep inside here. It almost looks like there's some hands inside there. I don't know if I'll be able to get that in the glamour shots, but I'll try to. But it does fit on the stand very nice. I'm here for that all day long. Then we dive in. Of course, he comes ready to fight. He better. He's in Street Fighter, but he's got two Fists of Fury looking good right there. And here we got two, I don't know what you call these. We call these gripping hands. Do you call, I don't know. He's got a little of that. The old tiger paw hands or something like that, or the badger claw hands. I don't know, but it does have two of these here. So as usual with most action figures, choose your own adventure. Then we're going to dive into the head sculpts here. Very interesting. I tell you, these are pretty good. Obviously, they're not going to be the same quality of the Storm figures. Those got a big heft to it, a big weight to it, a lot of detail to it. Not that these don't, but you're looking at, you could buy 4 of these to the price of one of those Storm figures. So you do the math on that, I would say this is a pretty good value. The head out of the package here is the nice stoic head, just very kind of plain Jane stoic. And then the second head here, we got some personality shining through. He's angry, he's mad. I love his eyebrows. He's got those wild eyebrows right up there. Put a little wax in those, get those mixed up, but he's got them up around the headband there, looking really nice. Got the typical hairdo we're used to. Of course, the bandana on the edge, looking really nice in the bandana. He does look good. No problems with this head sculpt on my end here. I like what I see. I think I'll probably use the more motion one, where he's kind of angry, gritting his teeth, things like that. I'll do that one. But let's walk through this. Let's walk through the articulation first on these. Arms all the way around. Very smooth articulation there. You do get a hair bit of butterfly, just a little bit, but you get a little butterfly there. You do get a bicep cut. Oh, here you go. Double jointed pinless elbows, very tight. Got to power through there, but we do get double jointed pinless elbows. You guys know I'm here for that. Hands back and forth, side to side. Hands removable. I'll just plug and play like any other hand from any other toy line there. He does got a little wrist, I guess, sweatbands around there. They are not removable, it seems like. Definitely look good there. He's got the hula hoop at the top. He's got his full-on gi going on that does limit a little bit of that articulation. You get a little bit of side to side. It is soft plastic. It's not heavy duty, but it isn't cloth either. It's somewhere in between, but it is pliable, movable plastic here on his gi. He's got his black belt. Of course, he's a black belt. Don't mess with him. He's got a black belt. We do got the big old splits there. Look at that. Look at that articulation. That's a deep split there, but man, he's a karate guy. He's got to have those splits. He's ready to go. He's ready to do the Van Damme lift if he needs that. Check out Rob Van Dam and the Van Damme lift. I bet he could pull that one off. You got the thigh cut looking good. Double jointed pinless knees, playing all the hits once again. I'm here for that. You guys know that. And then he's got bare feet here, ankles back, forth, side to side. Good movement out of these ankles. I like what I see here. I really wish the WWE Mattel Elites had a little bit more movement out of the ankles like this guy does. It would really, really help some of the posability on some of those figures. But definitely good there. I'm interested to see, does he fit on a Ringside Collectibles Mattel stand? Let's see, use discount code Kyle, save 10%. What do you know? He fits on the Mattel ringside stands. Man, is there a more versatile stand in the game? I don't think there is at all. Definitely fits really, really good right there, though. Man, I do like this, and of course, he knew I would, and I do like this stuff. Of course, I do love Street Fighter. I always will prefer Mortal Kombat by a hair, but I always do love Street Fighter. And I guess I do love Street Fighter figures, and I can see myself buying more of these figures. Could be one of those things you wait for a deal. Of course, like I talked about Entertainment Earth, wait for them to go in stock. They're $24.99, but once they're in stock, you can save 10%. You get a couple of them, you get free shipping. That's probably how I'm going to do it, because obviously I collect a lot of things. There's a lot of rabbit holes I'm going down, so I got to get a deal whenever I can. That might be the way to go, Entertainment Earth, picking these up, saving 10% in the future. But I do like that it's seemingly, at least at this point, they're just kind of easing them out there. They're not just dumping tons and tons of characters, and eventually there is an end to this line, right? I mean, there's only so many people in the video game, so it's not like a wrestling toy line that can really go on forever as long as they have the license. This could be one of those displays where you get one big shelf. That's all it is. That's all you need. We'll see what happens there. But very, very good joints, very clean figure, very fun posability figure. This is one of those ones where you're at work, you're sitting there, or you're reading on your computer or whatever, and you're just playing around with. This is one of those great desk figures that just gives you something to do, play some articulation, have him face off with somebody if you need to. Just a very, very fun figure at the end of the day, and I love it. It's very clean, especially with the pinless joints and all that. It makes it feel really like a clean figure, no doubt about it there. So really good, and especially for a $24.99 or so price point, you really can't beat that price point on these things. Here, I do got a little comparison action. How about my boy Zangief? He was always my man. He was always my favorite guy to use because it was pro wrestling, I guess. I don't know. But this is the Storm collectible version, so you can definitely see a size difference between these two here. Not that you couldn't square them off, but definitely different sizing going on. It'll be interesting to see what size Zangief is for Jada Toys. Will he be a deluxe figure? Will he be a little bit bigger? I can't wait to see that. Maybe at San Diego Comic-Con that will be announced. We'll see. But if you want to compare the Jada Toys next to the Storm collectible versions, that's kind of the size difference that's going on here. So very, very cool, top-notch packaging, top-notch articulation, and a very fun-feeling figure. You really can't go wrong with these figures. If Street Fighter is your thing, I'm sure you already have these by now, and you're probably all in. I think I'm going to dabble. I knew I probably would, but yeah, the dabbling will commence in the future. I'll take a look. I'll get Fei Long and Chung Li, and then we'll see what happens in the future. I might even pick up that San Diego Comic-Con exclusive that is out there as well here in the next week or so. So we'll see what happens, but first impression, gotta say, can't really beat this. Pretty nice figure at the end of the day. But what say you guys and gals out there in Street Fighter land? You all in? You all out? You playing the long game? You not sure? You kind of like me thinking about dabbling? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day and then some. Yes, every single day. And we got even more content for you on Patreon, including early access to videos, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As. You name it, it's all going on over at the old Patreon channel. And best of all, you do support this channel and all of its content. You can also support the channel over there at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for our Ryu, and Street Fighter 2, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.